minor flooding is forecast. Where? Sunbrook River at North Chichester. When? From late tonight until further notice. Impacts at 7.0 feet. Flooding occurs at several campsites at the Lazy River Campground. At 9.0 feet, flooding occurs at about 20 campsites at the Lazy River Campground. Flooding also begins at the Epsom Valley Campground. At 10.0 feet, the lower section of the Lazy River Campground floods. 2 campsites at the Epsom Valley Campground flood. Additional details, at 11:15 a.m. Sunday, the stage was 4.5 feet. Forecast. The river is expected to rise above flood stage late tonight and continue rising to a crest of 11.6 feet early tomorrow afternoon. Flood stage is 7.0 feet.
Okay.
Minor flooding is forecast. Where? Pemigewasset River at Woodstock. When? From late tonight to late tomorrow evening. Impacts at 9.0 feet. Minor lowland flooding begins. At 11.0 feet, Route 175 floods to a depth of 1 foot at Cox Farm Road in Woodstock. Campground along the river also flood. At 13.0 feet, Route 175 floods to a depth of 2 to 4 feet from Cox Farm Road to Meadow Lane in Woodstock. Low-lying areas along this Route 3 also flood. Additional details, at 11:30 a.m. Sunday, the stage was 4.2 feet. Forecast, the river will fall to 4.1 feet this afternoon. It will then rise above flood stage late tonight to 10.9 feet tomorrow morning. It will fall below flood stage tomorrow afternoon to 4.9 feet early Tuesday afternoon. It will then rise to 6.8 feet early Wednesday morning. It will fall again and remain below flood stage. Flood stage is 9.0 feet.
Get another one, or?
Recreation forecast for Lake Winnipesaukee. This afternoon, east winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Waves 3 to 5 feet. Cloudy. A chance of showers early, then rain likely. Steady temperature in the mid-40s. Chance of rain 70%. Thunderstorms are not forecast for this period. Water temperature 45 degrees. Tonight, minor flooding is forecast. Where? Saco River at Conway. When? From late tonight to late Tuesday morning. Impacts at 6.0 feet. Faster flows along the river are expected, but no flooding occurs. Interests near the river should continue to monitor later forecasts. High risk for recreational paddlers. At 7.0 feet, minor flooding as Mud Brook backs up and floods Transvail Road, cutting off access to a dozen homes and camps. Beaches at area camps flooded. At 8.0 feet, flooding begins along the East Bank campgrounds in Conway and North Conway. Campers along the river should move to higher ground. At 9.0 feet, expect flooding of low-bottom fields and private roads in Conway and North Conway. Minor flooding in Transvail Acres, Brook Bridge, and the lower part of East. Road flood. At 10.0 feet, minor flooding occurs as flood waters surround properties across Transvail Acres. Flood waters 1 to 2 feet deep in sections of East Bank camping areas. At 11.0 feet, flood waters 2 to 3 feet deep at East Bank camping areas. At 12.0 feet, minor flooding occurs as flood waters reach West Side Road. Much of Transvail Acres floods from Brook Bridge east to the Saco River. Numerous structures become flooded with buildings on campgrounds flooded by several feet. Campers should move to higher grounds. At 13.0 feet, moderate flooding occurs on West Side Road in 2 sections, cutting off access to hundreds of homes. River Road flooded on the West Bank, impacting agricultural lands. flood waters inundate first floors of properties in Transvaal Acres. This is a dangerous situation at Riverside Campgrounds.
Oh.
At 14.0.
Does that count as a PDS flood warning, or?
What minor flooding is forecast? Where? Penlegiwasset River and Woodstock. When? From late tonight to late tomorrow evening. Impacts at 9.0 feet. Minor land flooding begins. At 11.0 feet. Route 175 floods
I wonder.
of 1 foot at Cox Farm Road in Woodstock. Campgrounds along the river also flood. At 13 point.
I might count that as a PDS flood warning, because I have never heard an FLW, especially for rivers, say dangerous situation. Okay, I guess we're not done.
What minor flooding is forecast? Where? Penlegiwasset River at Plymouth. Flooding begins. At 14.0 feet, water enters the parking lot behind the Sewell Ice Arena. At 15.0 feet, flood waters up to the road at the Irving Station on Route 175 in Holderness. At 15.5 feet, flood waters over the road at the Irving Station on Route 175 in Holderness. At 18.0 feet, South River Road and Avery Street flood in Holderness. Additional details, at 11:30 a.m. Sunday, the stage was 2.5 feet. Forecast, the river is expected to rise above flood stage late tomorrow morning to a crest of 15.6 feet early tomorrow afternoon. It will then fall below flood stage tomorrow evening. Flood stage is 13.0 feet. Recreation forecast for Lake
Any more?
this afternoon, east winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 35 miles per hour.
Any more?